Hello, my name is Brennen Talbert. This is for my oral presentation. My topic is the nature of public opinion uh, and how it affects the government politically. There are two main sections to the nature of public opinion. These are all important to know. There are influences of the public opinion, and there is also the implementation of these opinions to affect the government politically through things like voting and political discourse, whatnot. As I will show you with this visual aid, this is one of my visual aids. I have two. This shows all the how social media, TV, influencers, all of that goes into the general population, and these ideas are filtering in and out and advancing political ideologies. Um, and yeah, it just shows the filtering and flows of information between media and your regular people. Uh, and a lot of American opinions are derived from listening to these news networks and social media personalities. These can be called thought leaders, the people that run these things. These thought leaders push their ideologies out in the world, and they form groups or like coalitions of people with similar opinions, which help formulate the party of their choice. This all plays into the political system of the United States government. Ever since newspaper and the invention of the radio, all these ideas have been uh, spreading this way, and just ever since information has been made publicly available, people have been able to develop their own opinions, and they can put those out into the world through voting for representatives. Who you agree with is generally what you build your beliefs around. So if you, let's say, watch CNN or, agree with a lot of left-leaning people, you're gonna probably be in the Democrat Party. And if you watch a lot of Fox Business or um, just Fox News and a lot of right-wing people, then you're probably going to be a Republican, more Republican individual. And so that helps you build your political affiliation. You have many choices, but those are the two main ones, the Republican and the Democrat Party. They both have different ideologies that they push. The most general description of their ideologies is Democrats want more regulation and bigger government, and Republicans want less regulation and like a smaller government. That's like the most general way they can be described. People's opinions aren't just derived from media and like news agencies. They also have a lot of personal, like anecdotal experiences that can also help, guide their public opinion and the way that they think about these certain ideas. Um, all of this adds to the melting pot of American opinion and policy. All these opinions that people have play into the system of voting. Without public opinion, people would not play into the system that America utilizes, which is voting for representatives, which represent your opinion. And then those people actively push public policy in the government, and yeah. So this is my second visual aid. So this shows how, all the people's opinions from all these media outlets, also anecdotal experiences, which is not shown on here, but all that goes into their voting, which goes into the ballot box, and that is what really makes the difference. That is what really puts their ideas out into the world, and that's actually what like makes a change in the government from a policy standpoint. People use the system of getting out and voting on certain issues to affect what is called public policy, which is the implementation of policies that change and affect the lives of the people. This system has shown to work well, as we have millions of people who vote on things every single year. Um, yeah, and a lot more people vote every 4 years because of like presidential elections and midterm season as well, because those are when like major decisions are made with how representatives are elected, and people their terms run out or something, and there has to be another election ran every 2 years or 4 years. And this all makes change in the government based on who you vote for, which for some people is positive and some people is negative. The nature of public opinion is what drives America's success, and the main thing driving that conversation and opinion sharing is, of course, the First Amendment, which obviously one of the most important amendments to a lot of people. Without that amendment, all political discourse would most likely not be able to thrive at all, and the system would be dismantled entirely. As people would not vote without this discourse. This political discourse and talking to each other is what develops our opinions and kind of radicalizes them into wanting to vote for a certain party, um, or voting for certain issues. Like, that's the whole reason people go out to vote, is because their ideas are, added on to and developed by the media that they consume and their anecdotal experiences, and they use that and implement them into the voting on public policy and voting for representatives to implement certain public policy. Um, in summary, there are influences to your public opinion, which are your news sources and social media, personal experiences, along with political discourse, and there are also your applications of these opinions derived from these influences, such as voting on issues and representatives for the change you want to see in the government. The nature of public opinion is what keeps America going and drives changes in the government. Without that, America is really nothing if you really don't have any political discourse or any of this or this, the development of opinions and being motivated enough to vote in the American system of voting. That would probably not be able to exist, and America would not be able to be what America is, which is a democracy where you vote on things. Um, and with that, yeah, that's the main gist of the nature of public opinion. Um, those are the two main sections of it, and yeah, those are my opinions on that. So, thank you.